10 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Hello everyone and welcome to VG Masters. We're in a bracket,
Radiant team
then
pick.
new final, I think, yeah. And today we've got Meem5 versus YLM, and joining me today is Skoon, I think. Hello Skoon. Is my mic on? Wait, hang on, maybe I can't hear you now.
10 seconds
Can you hear me?
remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
The guy's got some technical issues.
Lion. Dire team pick.
Right, so while we wait for Skoon to sort out his mic, we have first banned by Meem5, Visage, a very popular pickup for YLM, as well as Troll, and Axe and Juggernaut banned out by YLM. And Meem5 are going to pick their first two picks of Adventurous Spirit and Earthshaker. Hello, Skoon.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello, I hear you.
Alright, well thank you for the introduction here. Yes, my name is Skoon and I'm going to be casting here with Rayfax today. This is very exciting for me. This is my first professional game casted here in the VG Masters. This is going to be very interesting here. Sniper and Lion already coming out of the Meme or Yuri Lowly manga team here now.
Reserve time.
I'm going to say sorry
Yeah,
in advance. I have a bit of a cold here, so a bit of a sniffling. Gonna come and go. Rayfax, what do you think about Sniper's rise in popularity so far? I mean, I think it's fun to see a hero that we just haven't seen that much in like a year or so. And now he just pops up, and I don't know. I feel like a lot of people think Sniper's boring with the right clicks and stuff like that, but I think he's really fun to watch actually. What do you think about him?
Yeah, I think he's been. Everyone was saying he got nerfed and stuff, and that he's gotten worse, and Iceroad just keeps nerfing him. But then suddenly, yeah, he's just suddenly just popped out of nowhere, just become a really popular pick. Like, yeah, I mean, he's being first picks all of the time now, so it's very interesting. Yeah, I don't think he's a boring hero personally. I quite like watching him. I mean, he's not like that exciting to play, I don't think, but it's pretty fun to watch because he's just an exciting hero. Like, pretty squishy, but then also potentially does a lot of damage. Yeah, he's got a pretty fun skill to assassinate.
And with the new shrapnel, like, you know, it just feels like, you know, the game, you know, with the new runes and everything being geared towards, you know, early clashes, and seeing that shrapnel come into action is so devastating. The slow, my goodness, how can you fight into that? I mean, even at level 1, it's so nice to see him getting that appropriate buff for him. It's nice to see him being viable.
Yeah, and as we move into the second picking phase, we're going to see Phoenix picked up by YLM and Meem5 picking up the Batrider.
Oh, a Phoenix. This is very nice. I love seeing Phoenix being played in competitive games here. He has fire spirits. My goodness, the attack speed slow is just too much. It's, you know, it's really fun to see him because compared to other offlaners, Phoenix can actually do a lot. You know, he can actually fuck up the safe lane carry for you know, the enemy team, and that's really fun to see. Unlike like some heroes who just leech experience in the lane and stuff like that, some might not even be able to come up and farm. Phoenix can do a lot with the fire spirits, even get a few kills if possible.
I feel like Phoenix is quite a similar laning hero to Undying in that he can actually get kills on his lane if you play him correctly. I mean, if the enemy's lane is weak, then he's going to do a lot in that laning phase, and he's a real threat from level 1, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to see the Anti-Mage picked up by Meem5, which is answered by a Disruptor.
5 seconds
So
remaining.
I know you haven't cast any of the previous matches. I'm not sure if you've watched them. YLM typically have like 1 or 2 lineups that they like to play. And as we can see here from Meem5, typically in pretty much every match I've casted of YLM, they picked up Tidehunter and Lich in that first phase, but now it's been banned out, as well as that Visage, which one of YLM plays very well. I can't remember who. But yeah, this is a lot different to what they normally pick, so it's gonna be interesting to see how well they can do with this.
Alright. Now, Antimage isn't such an unusual pick, but I'm still surprised to see him picked up this much. I feel like he's such a risk picking Antimage, you know? I feel like, you know, he just needs a lot to get going. You know, he's not as versatile as other heroes are, like, early on, so you really got to be able to secure his farm here.
Yeah, they're going to need to be... Meem5 are going to want to pick up a good mid that's going to be able to do something for the first 20 minutes, especially against this Phoenix and Sniper. They need to be able to shut them down early, otherwise Antimage just isn't going to be able to get a lot done, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, PA and Zeus are now going to be banned out. So, yeah. Looks like it's going to be a mid-sniper for YLM. Obviously offlane Phoenix, and so now they're going to pick up that carry with their last pick. So, what do you think it might be?
Last pick for you, YLM. Shit, what would synergize with this? I feel like another core here, like another carry-ish core would be good here. But PA got banned now, which is really good versus Antimage. Is Troll banned? Yes, he was banned before. I'm not quite sure. Is Stark still in the pool? He is. Yeah, Stark's still in the pool. I would say Stark could be a pretty good pickup here. He can purge the lasso as well, but that's at the top of my head right now. I think Stark. I would pick Stark. Oh, Riki. All right.
Yeah, Riki. I suppose they've got this smoke cloud now to help deal with the Antimage. As well as just be really annoying when you're trying to kill that sniper and then suddenly you've got a Riki just jumping on the rest of your heroes. It could really split up a team fight right there. If Batrider blinks in, but then a Riki just gets down the smoke cloud and just stops the rest of the team doing anything, that could be really important.
What I like about the YLM's lineup so far, if I concentrate on that, is that the AoE is so good. Like they have both the single target pickoff and the team fight secured for this. I mean, this is going to be really nice, and it's going to be hard engaging into YLM when they can just destroy one of Meem5's heroes so fast. I mean, let's say they don't start with the lasso from Meem5 and YLM comes in and picks off like with maybe a Blink Lion or something like that, a Riki jumping onto someone, picking off one of the heroes so fast, and then they engage in another team fight. They're forced into team fight, and with one hero down, it's just going to be hard to fight them. We're going to see what their last pick is here, though.
Yeah, very true. Like, even with Batrider, I'd still say that YLM still have a better pick-off lineup with this Disruptor, Glimpse, very strong ability as well. Riki being able to scout ahead, and then Lion with that Finger of Death, just going to be able to bring down anyone. Well, I say anyone. Antimage is pretty good against all that, but still countered by this silence coming out from Riki. And so, the Death Prophet final position. Getting a bit...
Death Prophet, last pick.
People to pick up that line.
Very interesting. I would say I prefer YLM's draft so far. I mean, if they get a couple of core kills early on, maybe, or is able to secure any farm for the Lion, and just get middle, and they capitalize on the few kills they can get early on, that would be, I think that would be it for the Radiant team. They need, or for the Dire team, they need a lot here. They can't have this early game go bad for their Antimage.
It's very true. So we're going to come into the game, and it's going to be a classic Dota 2 moment of coming to the game and then a pause. And showing the screen going black, as happened occasionally. Anyway, so we've got on Radiant YLM, we have Lofty God playing Disruptor, Fua playing Lion, Sunsun playing Riki, Hero playing Phoenix, and Humu taking up that Sniper. Want to introduce Dire?
Yes, I will. We got Meem5 on the Dire team, Touch on the Anti-Mage, Misoyo on Vengeful Spirit, Illusionist Barbosa on the Earthshaker, and then of course the All-Stars, the celebrity, the professional Hinata Shoyu on the Batrider, and last but not least, is Niter on the Death Prophet.
Yeah, so I think the lanes are fairly predictable here. Rookie safe lane for YLM, offlane Phoenix, mid sniper. And I don't think Meem5 are going to go aggressive. One thing that they do, a problem they do have in this training is they've got double melee with Anti-Mage and Earthshaker. And Venge with that short range as well. Against that Phoenix,
it's gonna be,
they're going to have a hard time zoning him.
Yeah, absolutely. The Phoenix is just gonna obliterate them in the lane here. Let's see if they switch around a bit, but we're gonna see. We'll see. If they do standard lanes, then I think yeah, the Phoenix is gonna have a fucking field day versus him. Versus their lane.
Yeah, and as pointed out by Phil Collins, sat in our broadcaster slot for some reason, Radiant don't actually have a lot of pushing power. Especially with, I was going to say Shrapnel, but then again, the Shrapnel's just been changed, hasn't it? Or not, it's a nerf or a buff.
Yeah, I feel like that, although that is a valid point, if the Radiant is just able to get up like a Blink Dagger or anything where they can pick off the Dire team, like just one of their heroes, then they just can't take a fight, and then they're just gonna force it. So they're gonna be able to choke the Dire and just not make that Anti-Mage able to farm. But that's if the early game goes wrong for them. I feel like if they're able to just stabilize the early game, then Dire definitely have the advantage of getting any fast items up on that Anti-Mage, for example.
Yeah, I think they do have the potential to snowball very well here.
Well, let's see what happens. I mean, if the Batrider is able to stay in lane, actually pick up, like, you know, the farm he needs and doesn't need to relocate into the jungle directly, and then, yeah, it's going to be pretty even for the early game, I'd say. Even if Dire side are a bit more defensive.
Well, Phoenix is a better position here. Shouldn't be in any trouble, though. Yeah, it's just going to take a right click from Earthshaker. Oh yeah, shout out to Faku, by the way. Our sponsors.
Yes, shout out to Faku.
Yeah, so as predicted, safe lane try with Ricky, Lion, and Disruptor. How do you think Batrider's going to do against this lane? Talked a lot about Phoenix, but not a lot about Batrider.
Versus the bottom lane, he's gonna have a really hard time with the Thunder Strike, and then Lions, you know, the new patch changing his attack damage and everything. They can really zone out the Batrider, but you know, it's a Batrider. He can rotate into the jungle. I believe the Vengeful or the Earthshaker are gonna be able to stack that up as well. This is their plan. They know they can't have the Bat stay in the bottom lane for a long duration at least. He needs to relocate back into the jungle and start picking up stacks in there. So
yeah, it's very true. Stacks, yeah, Batrider will need those stacks definitely to catch up. It's gone boots first as well, so got that bonus from it at least. Now, who do you think has the advantage in this mid lane?
Which one?
Sniper versus Death Prophet.
Oh, Sniper doesn't fare well against people who can just spam him out, so it can be really hard for him. We'll see what the Death Prophet chooses to do here, but I mean, what can a Death Prophet do besides just spam the Crypt Swarm onto the Sniper? So I don't know if he can level to keep aim and keep him to take aim and keep himself from range a bit and maneuver, then he's gonna do way better. But if he just AFKs and shoots, then the Crypt Swarm's gonna put him in a hard position here.
Very true. So, so far, in the first few waves, Anti-Mage is ahead, 6 on 1. Also picking up that bounty top. And
bottom
lane,
Batrider's
Batrider's going to get
picked
caught
up.
out.
As we suspected, he has a really hard time, gets first blooded even, and that's just the story of the lane. He just cannot stay on that lane, but being level 2, we'll see if he just starts to head out into the jungle immediately. No, he decides to TP to the bottom lane. That's very interesting. Versus their team, it's just, I don't know what he's going to do here. If he's able to snatch a few jungle caps maybe in the Radiant jungle, then he could salvage us a bit.
Yeah. He's
I
gonna
guess
get
the Dire
illusion
team. Yeah, I guess the Dire team haven't had a chance to stack up the jungle, and that's why he doesn't choose to rotate in there right now.
Yeah, it's probably
gonna
worth
wait
seeing
a
if you can
bit.
get a bit more XP from the lane
Yes.
for rotating.
Bottom is missing.
On the top lane, I would say the Dire team has, from what I can see here, has done a really good job of pulling and denying that Phoenix a bit of experience, putting their anti-mage in a good position as well.
Yeah, despite Batrider being killed, he is level 2.5, whereas Phoenix just level 2. So yeah.
Yes. Oh, a
gonna
nice big
smoke up
chunk of
now.
experience in the bottom lane. Oh, smoke
Yeah,
coming up from the Dire team with the Vengeful and the Earthshaker to follow. Are they looking to kill the Sniper, perhaps? It looks like it. They're heading towards there now. We're gonna see if they can pull this off. Should be a relatively easy gank, but let's see if the Sniper has his wits about him and backs off. Now the Vengeful comes in. Is he gonna get in range for the magical missile? Pops the Wave of Terror and the Fisher before that, but she's not able to catch up to him. Sniper being in a pretty good defensive position. Now gets his Sal cancelled though by the Batrider Illusions. This is very unfortunate for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Ven just being a bit too hasty for the Earthshaker, just getting a bit too far ahead for him.
Yeah, a bit of a misplay there.
Did you notice that Sniper has no point in headshot? Not a single value point in headshot.
Oh yeah.
That is true. He doesn't have one, but I feel like in this game he just wants to keep his distance from the Crypt Swarm, you know? On our top lane, Lion Teep it and puts the Hex onto the Earthshaker, but not enough to kill him. An Earthspect to follow and gains his mana, but now the Anti-Mage jumps in, and the Fissure to follow. Just a bit of a kerfuffle. Not any kills going anyways here.
Yeah, and that will give a bit of space possibly to Batrider, although still being harassed out by this Ricky. Blind now rotating top. So in the mid lane so far, it is Death Prophet that is taking their lead there. 24 losses now to 17 of Sniper. And both got their... Well, Death Prophet has a bottle up and Sniper's just finishing his Aquila. Yeah, Batrider pinging out this jungle, which hasn't been stacked yet, which is pretty unfortunate for him.
Yeah,
His
that's...
supports just haven't got around to doing that yet.
Although it's found his place on the bottom lane for now, I mean... Now he knows the line is top, which is, like, if the line was bottom and still, like, stacking for his own team or anything, where he would just, like, try to gank the mid lane and not actually show himself on the lanes, the Batrider would have a really hard time bottom lane, I feel like. But with knowing where the supports are, you can just stay bottom lane, and it's not as difficult as it was once, once were for him now in the bottom lane to stay and get the experience he needs. I believe, like, as soon as the Ricky gets his level 6, the Blink Strike's gonna be activated, and, like, the Batrider's just not gonna be able to stay there anymore. Neither Ricky can solo kill him, I believe, with the smoke screen. Just a threat. Just a threat of them
Sniper with an ult
possibly
mid,
being killed.
almost killing the Death Prophet, surviving on 60
Oh.
health.
Alright.
But he's starting to get some space of his own now. Still 24 to 33, but zoning the Death Prophet away from the lane. Yeah, I mean, as you're saying about Ricky, at bot lane, you already saw how much damage he was taking just from backstab. When the Blink Strike comes out, it's just going to be impossible for him to stay there.
Yeah, and it's like, they need their Batrider to come online and actually, you know, help out the team, because I feel like he is Dire's team's, like, really proper initiation where they can close the gap between Radiant's heroes here. Like, they need him to come online and actually do stuff, and not have such a poor start. But I mean, he's just, right now it's just going pretty well for him. He's got his tranquils, 500 gold in the bank. Like, he can start doing stuff soon. And if the Dire team, they still haven't, they've stacked 1 camp, 2 camps, but is the Death Prophet going to pick this up? Perhaps she's rotating now into the Dire jungle. But now the Batrider as well, and they're going to yeah, they're all stacking, triple stacking from him. This is exactly what they need. They need him to get this blink up, and they're gonna gain some momentum from this if he gets it up. Very good.
Revenge just missing that stack on the medium camp there. It's unfortunate. And while this is happening, Radiant supports are smoked up and they're heading towards the top lane. Probably looking to get a kill on anti-mage, but they might go into the jungle. No, they're going to go for the anti-mage. Think they can get this kill here?
If they keep the vision on him, this is going to be an easy kill with the level 2 glimpse. I mean, not much you're going to be able to do here. Now they can Hex onto the anti-mage and the Thunder Strike and the Respect to follow. And now he's running away. It's not disabled for now. Gets glimpse
and
back. Yep, there
glimpsed.
it is. An easy kill for them. Just one more auto attack will do it. The Fire Spirit's taken away. They missed the static field, but the last hit from line will seal the deal. Another kill going for the Radiant team.
But, I mean, he was ahead, and he's still ahead in net worth, so it's okay, but it is crucial that he gets that Battle Fury quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of things that need to go right for the Dire team, where I feel, like right now in the start, where I feel like Radiant has a bit more leeway at the starter. They don't need to secure like a ton of farm on their Riki, which they already have with him going up against the Batrider. He's already doing good, but now with the Anti-Mage being picked off by the Radiant team here, we'll see if this escalates into any further kills from the Radiant team.
Yeah, so Batrider, after farming out those stacks, has headed back bottom lane. 1,200 gold in the bank. Still actually maintaining some presence in this lane, but just going to burn down the creep wave here and then probably get out. So I'm
also
been quite
feel
aggressive
like...
here, blinking into the secret shop. Might get seen by this disruptor.
What is his plan here? How come he blinked into the secret shop? Just moving around, maneuvering around a bit, I guess.
Yeah, I think he was picking up that Void Stone for his perseverance.
What's also crucial here, what's a big deal here, is that the supports on the Dire side are not as leveled as the ones on Radiant. Like the Ushika being 4 and the Eventual being level 3. That means that they can't really go around creating space in such a way that Radiant can. Like with their levels, they just threaten the Dire team to play a bit more defensive, which they definitely don't need right now.
Yeah, they're really going to be relying on this Batrider blink, because that's how you're going to get those levels on the supports at this point. And there's going to be a rotation up into the Dire jungle.
Oh, here we go. Fisher onto 2 here on the line, and
they might get the kill on this
Wave of Terror and the stun to follow here. Disruptor going to get picked off. Use the static field. Now the Firefly Batrider coming in, and the Phoenix as well gets blasted up by Hinata Shoyu. Going to get picked off, and now the smoke screen onto 3 heroes. Riki picks off the Earthshaker, now going after the Vengeful Spirit. One more auto attack will do. The Assassinate from Sniper gets the kill. 4 down for the Radiant team, and 2 for the Dire team. What an exchange here.
Yes, it's a really good trade, I think, for Meem5, getting those 4 kills on pretty much all the cores apart from Sniper, who's sat safely away to assassinate. But getting those kills onto the Anti-Mage, onto the Batrider, who's now got his blink. And Anti-Mage just 1,200 gold from his Battle Fury now.
With that
The
blade
Radiant should
dagger
really
up
do something about that middle
on
tower.
the Batrider, yeah, they're gonna get these kills off with the Flaming Last every time it's up onto the Sniper and stuff like that, and it just gives the... I feel like the supports on a Dire team are gonna be able to stay in lane and just soak those levels in order to do more with the ultis up and everything. It's gonna be so big for them, and allow them to actually get a fight, even though we're just gonna get engaged on sloppy. Now the glimpse top and the static field to follow from the disruptor. A couple of fire spirits coming out and the thunder strike as well. A couple more attacks will do it. He goes down to the disruptor. Yeah, but as I was saying, they can get a proper fight now. Now top lane, the Radiant was just sloppy. Now a smoke screen coming out and a blink strike onto the anti-mage, and they pick up a kill from Riki here. But yeah, as I was saying, the Radiant right here It was a sloppy engagement from them. Now with the Blink Dagger up on the back row, I feel like they can take a head-on engagement where both parties are ready to fight, and I feel like it's just gonna go way better here than other than the Radiant doing mistakes. Another smoke screen coming out onto the death spot, tries to Blink Strike but gets fogged here. Still chasing after her near the Dire Tier 2 top, but not enough. But meanwhile, Backwater gets a solo kill onto the line. Cannot.
I feel sad for them. Dire's middle tower is all alone in the world.
Top lane Fisher and the magic missile onto the Rikimaru. Are they gonna be able to kill? There's a supernova and the Icarus dive coming in from the Phoenix. Picks off the Earthshake and now trying to kill it. They do. Now Rikimaru picks up another kill, but the Anti-Mage there to seal the deal. Salvage from the Dire team with Touch being at the right place at the right time. Very well played. And then knowing when he can fight and knowing when he should farm is the difference between a good Anti-Mage and a bad Anti-Mage, I feel like here. And he came in right at the right moment, being there for those kills.
Yeah, no, after that fight, he's finished his Battle Fury now. So what was looking to be delayed, not late, but delayed, is now a 12 or 13-minute Battle Fury, as with treads as well. That's really quick for him. 4 and 2 on the Anti-Mage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Oh, that's got to hurt.
But yeah, so now the Rice is going to begin, and I think that's better than I was expecting, to be honest. So that it's going to give them a shorter window where they need to be fighting without him. Yeah, and while all this is happening, they haven't been able to take any towers on for Radiant.
Bottom lane, a couple of backstabs from the Rikimaru and the smoke screen to follow. Now blinks in, gets on the big enchant totem. Now a glimpse from the Disruptor, picks up the kill there. But meanwhile, Vengeful Spirit gets the kill on Rikimaru. Static Storm onto 2. Background is able to Firefly out of it, and a static field to follow. Disruptor trying to kill off this Vengeful Spirit, but it's unable to do so. Now the Backfire is looking to kill the Disruptor. A couple of more napalm stacks and one or two more auto attacks will seal the deal. Mega kill and a double kill for the Backcutter. And meanwhile, top, did we see Anti-Mage getting a kill there onto the Phoenix?
Yeah, they actually got a kill on every hero on their Dire there. Sniper dying in the jungle here. And yeah, Phoenix dying on the top lane to Anti-Mage.
This is exactly what the Radiant doesn't need to do. Like, it's a sloppy place in the bottom, like going in at this position here is just not the move without any creeps to back them up, I feel like. And they're throwing away what little lead they had in where they could pressure the Dire team. And now things are just starting to get more even.
Yeah, so Anti-Mage now working on the Vlads. Gonna go the Vlads route this game. Probably looking to do an early rush as well. Along with Death Prophet, that's gonna be pretty quick if they want to use the Death Prophet ult for that. And yeah, so far, just YLM just haven't been able to do anything.
Dire's bottom
in terms of
tower
getting
is under
towers down.
attack. Run, little bottom tower, run.
So who do you think has the better late game in this matchup?
Oh, Anti-Mage being engaged up on top lane gets destroyed by the line. Too quick to even notice. The Finger of Death used as well. Oh. I feel like even if the Anti-Mage gets picked off here, if the Dire team is able to apply pressure somewhere else, it's not as bad as it looks for them. We'll see here. Now a Diffusal Blade coming out onto the Riki, very timely as well. We'll do a lot more with this. Now the last two and the silence onto the Sniper, Fisher to follow. A Flame Break and a swap here from the Vengeful Spirit will put the Riki in a dangerous situation, but not enough to kill him off. He purged off the dust that was used onto him. Now the Disruptor, the Thunder Strike, and the Static Field used with the Earth Spike and everything to follow from the line. Gets picked off, kills go in the way of every team here. Now Disruptor to fall. The Earthshaker does also go down here, and now the Rikimaru uses the smoke screen, blinks in, and 4 down for the Radiant, or for the Dire team here, and 3 down from the Radiant. Sniper, Disruptor, and Lion to fall in that fight. Anti-Mage being the only one alive on the Dire team.
This is just another messy fight coming out there. This time a lot more even than before though.
Smoke screen is doing way too much work, man.
Yeah, that evasion as well as the silence and smoke screens was very strong. Now with this diffuser blade up, and especially a DD, this Anti-Mage is in big trouble. And I think screen's left, so I'm casting. And yeah, so Ricky's just going to bring down this Anti-Mage. There's nothing he can do with that smoke cloud and diffuser blade available. And now Batrider's going to go for this rookie. Do they have detection there? There's a sentry available, but they're just going to walk past him. The stun will get him. I think he can lasso him. Going to use the lasso. I think he's out of vision, but no, gets swapped back. But Batrider blinks over him. Now they're in big trouble here. Phoenix comes in. Oh, Sniper right clicking away. Ven going to get brought down by the final right click from this Sniper. Phoenix Star's going to go off and not really do too much. And glimpse on Death Prophet over here. But it won't come to anything, doesn't look like. Ult was used. So we've got quite a long time left on it. But looks like they just want to back out now. So again, just quite a few mistakes coming out from Venge and Batrider there. Just not being able to chain their stuns effectively. And yeah, Schoon is disconnected, so he's trying to get back in.
TP wasted the ultimate. Radiant should flash.
Yeah. Yeah, still no towers down for either team. Yeah. I really need some hero icon smaller. I can't actually see towers sometimes. There's going to be a glimpse on Death Prophet here, and the fish is not going to really do too much before it's going to block her there, but isn't. And Disruptor ult goes out as well, not really hitting anything at all. Venge's going quite aggressive here, no swap available, and just have a stun, but she's just going to get stunned up herself and not able to do anything with it. So Disruptor ult used, and yeah, nothing really happening.
Bottom tower was always the weakest tower.
Meanwhile, Anti-Mage is going into the Roshan pit, so they're just trying to create space here while Anti-Mage rushes. And Death Prophet just get Finger of Death completely destroyed. Earthshaker also put down. Now Batrider's going to lasso onto Lion, but he gets the Fusil Blade, barely moving. Now it looks like it's going to be 4 for none. Okay, so 4 for none, but while that's happening, Anti-Mage did manage to pick up Rosh. Gonna step up now, it's very low after all that. So yeah, just Meem5 just not being able to fight about that Anti-Mage.
Dire's top tower is
Alright, I'm back, and it looks like I came back just in time for a massacre to happen on the Dire team. What went on here? Was there a fight for the Roche perhaps?
Dire's middle tower is
No, it wasn't a fight for Roche. While Anti-Mage was rushing with his lads, doing it on his own, they were fighting for this mid tower. So yeah, I mean, they did manage to create the space for Anti-Mage to get that rush on. And also, the bot tower went down when all that was happening too.
Okay, well.
So yeah, Anti-Mage might be in trouble here at top lane. Ricky just stalking him a bit, but yeah, his spidey senses are tingling, and he backs up.
Yes.
He's going to break his straight spot by Phoenix.
tower is under attack.
Oh, a smoke screen coming out. That's not what you want to do. I mean, his team is here to back him up. An Echo Slam onto the Riki, puts down to half health, but the last to follow. And now the Vengeful swap onto the Phoenix is almost able to pick him off. He pops the Supernova. Riki lying dead on the ground, dominating, stripping just down. An Urge Spike coming out onto 2 here, but is not enough to turn the tides of battle as Dire seems to be taking this fight. Now Yule's coming out onto the Sniper. Death Prophet pops the Exorcism, chasing after the Sniper. A Flame Break to follow. Force Staff used on Death Prophet, and this is going to be an easy team fight for the Dire team.
They're just it's swinging between either team here. One team wins a fight, and then the other team wins a fight.
Yeah, absolutely. But I feel like it's just sloppiness coming up from the Radiant team, where they don't execute it properly here. Like, they could have maybe taken a fight with the smoke screen, you know, anything's possible, and they could catch someone off guard. But they, again, at the tower there, they were going while the Riki was visible, and we knew a couple of the teammates were backing them up, so it was not the move to go and try to get a pick off there. So
I get him up soon, Disruptor as well. This is a clutch.
Hey, they're sort of rushing that admin.
Yep, he got it.
Oh,
he has
now
it,
the Blink Strike and the Smoke Screen used onto the Anti-Mage, and the Aegis is popped now. Poor touch. Didn't keep it for that long at all. Just blinks into the jungle now. Able to pick up a few more creep kills here. This Anti-Mage, just having them break even or win the team fights here early on for the Dire team is just going to allow them to do so much more. Now the Riki being used up after killing the Dire Team's courier, Fisher to follow, and the Silence. He is visible for the Dire Team, and the Phoenix been keeping him alive for now, but a couple more auto attacks will do it, but the vision goes away. The Silence is gone from him. They're not able to pick up that kill. It seems like he will just walk away.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, they've yet to pick up a gem, which I expect they will do so soon, given all these
Blink
times
on Lion
that
as well.
screaming.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Not so radiant
Oh yeah,
anymore.
yeah, that's true. Full calls. Like the Blink
Supports
line is
on
gonna
the
do so
Radiant side
much.
have their core items, unlike the Dire. Still no blink on the Shaker. Nothing on the Venge.
Oh, and as you were saying before, Phil Collins, this Aghanim Scepter is it's going to be a big deal for the Radiant team here. Him having that this early on or early-ish is going to do a lot for the Radiant team here. Even if they take a sloppy fight now, I feel like they could, with the Static Storm upgrade from the Aghanims, is going to be able to turn the battle around. Definitely. It's so strong.
Back Rider Lasso on the Lion here. It's looking in trouble. He's got his team to back him up. They're close by, but can we get there quick enough? Firefly's gonna run out.
Oh
there,
my
so
goodness, Sniper just getting decimated by the Exorcism now, turning onto the Rikimara. Static Field and the Static Storm are coming up perfect from the Disruptor here. Gets the kill on the Death Prophet. Now Rikimaru falls and the Earthshaker pops his Echo Slam. Talon's coming out onto the Disruptor, being chased by the Exorcism and the Death Prophet here. A couple more Crypt Strikes will do it. He doesn't even need to use it. Now going for the Lion here. Oh my goodness, unstoppable and an ultra kill. Now Hero in the backline picking up a kill onto the Earthshake using the Supernova. And hot pursuit after the Death Prophet, but can he really get this kill? I mean, where's this damage gonna come from? He goes for the Icarus dive and the Fire Spirits come out, and now the self-heals onto Death Prophet. But a battle here, bottom lane, Phoenix being used. Silence and the Crypt coming out from the Death Prophet. He does have the gem, you are right. But
yeah, it looks like they're both just gonna TP out now.
Attack. About time.
Could have been very bad if Death Prophet did lose that fight there. Yeah, and Sniping Out has picked up his Mask of Madness as well, as well as the drum.
I'm really
Phoenix with
surprised
2.4k
him.
gold.
I feel surprised about the Sniper going a Mask of Madness build this game. I mean, with the Dire team being able to close the gap so well, I feel like maybe a positioning item or something that doesn't make you even more squishier would be the way to go here, but could be wrong.
Yeah. Probably just preference really. If you're used to that build, then might as well try and play around.
Yeah, I guess he could,
know.
you know, he's hoping for the Disruptor to keep them stuck together with the Static Field perhaps, and giving him some leeway to move around. Now the Anti-Mage has picked up the Manta Stone, ready to... seems to be ready, but also have an Ogre Club. Oh, the Phoenix beam coming out, and the Yules onto the Disruptor. Fisher to land on the Lion, Lasso to follow onto him. He's going to fall down here, pops the Finger of Death onto the back runner, but doesn't seem to fall for them. Being dived by the Phoenix, picks up a kill, a killing spree for the Anti-Mage and the Phoenix. Now Anti-Mage blinking, trying to get the Sniper here. He's popped the Mask of Madness, is going to be able to get away from this. Pop the drums as well. This is a goose chase into the Radiant base here. Going past the tier 3, the Anti-Mage really wants this kill, and is going to get dominating and double kill. Now going the way of touch here, just the fight they wanted. And in the back lines, Ricky pick off the Vengeful Spirit, now being caught out by the Dire team. Exorcism popped as well, and he's silenced. He cannot go invisible during this. Now the Supernova used as well, but it's not going to be enough. They're going to be forcing it down, and they do a mega kill. Now for touch, this is just balling out of control for the Dire team. It's exactly what they needed here. Oh my goodness, this is just a disaster, a bloodbath for the Radiant team.
Yeah, just like Meem5 are really pushing this gold advantage they have with this anti-mage farming, as well as different farming very quickly as well. And Ricky, he hasn't seemed to have really done that much anymore. At the moment, he's just picking up supports that they need to be able to kill this anti-mage, and Sniper, as you saw in that fight, just not doing any damage to anti-mage really. Anti-mage just running it with no fears at all.
Yeah, exactly. No fears at all. And I mean, in the early, like a couple of minutes back, they could have applied pressure solo from the Riki as he could threaten to kill the Anti-Mage with the Diffusal Pop and the Smoke Screen. It's just too much slow, and he's going to be able to pick him off. But the Dire team knew of this, and the Radiant, I feel like they handled it, like we said before, just sloppy. It's not good execution to dive him like that at the tower, at the top. It's just not what they want to do here, and they failed to maintain the lead they had, the little lead they had early on, to pressure the Dire team here with the pickups onto the anti-mage, making him just, you know, very scared to farm. It's just not what they did here, and it's very unfortunate. Now it's looking way more even here between the teams.
And they're checking the rush pit now, and they're just going to miss it. It's going to respawn in a minute and 25 seconds, I believe that said. And there's going to be a glimpse here onto Vengeful Spirit.
Oh,
but...
and the static field, and that's Thunderstrike coming out. He swaps, the Disruptor gets assassinated now, and hexed up by the Lion. Vengeful goes down to the Phoenix. Is this maybe an opening to do something better here? Are they trying to capitalize on this? They check rush, but it is not up yet.
Yeah, and after that last few fights, Earthshaker has finally managed to pick up his Blink Dagger, so that's going to be another way that they can close the gap on this sniper.
Very good indeed, but I mean, 5 heroes rotating to kill off the Vengeful, and it's just doesn't seem, they need more out of these rotations here. They need a pickup on a court. Like if that had been like an anti-mage, just would have been worth it, but I mean, they're just falling off so fast of farm here. The anti-mage got a BKB, a Battle Fury, and a Manta Style. I mean, they gotta be worried about this.
Yeah, I mean, if they do manage to get him with Disruptor's ult before he can BKB, then obviously that's going to stop a bit.
Top lane, Blink Strike, and the Diffusal they used onto the Battleford is going to get this kill. Now a Hex coming out onto the Anti-Mage, Earth Strike to follow. And he blips into the fight, trying to fight the Supernova used as well. It seems to be going off her. It's going to get the stun up, but Anti-Mage kills off the Lion. Disruptor looks to be next, gets the Rikimaru as well, popping that Mana Void. Oh my goodness. A pause coming out, and now the Sniper trying to get this kill. They haven't been able to kill the Anti-Mage. 3 down for the Radiant team so far. Phoenix now being silenced and chased by the exorcism from the Death Prophet.
Just get out.
Oh my goodness, Phoenix is just not going to be enough. Sniper, the sole survivor of that massacre in the top lane. My goodness.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a great fight for YLM picking off the Batroid and the Anti-Mage, but then suddenly just got completely turned on them and just 4-1 trade. Anti-Mage getting out with 10 health.
The Radiant team just not executing in the way they need to. Like, these fights are, like, they might be able to get one pick off, but they need more than this. It needs to be better executed, simply.
Oh, that's not good for the Radiant. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, so will YLM be able to find a way back into this game? I think the Sniper's going to need to get farming a lot quicker at the moment, because right now he's 12,000 gold behind Anti-Mage, Jesus.
Yeah, they have really taken the lead. I mean, with multiple one-team fights, and you know, as you said before, he just doesn't have the fear that the Radiant needs to instill into him. The Anti-Mage is just walking around wherever he wants and just farming constantly. And I mean, it is an Anti-Mage with a Battle Fury. We talked about this earlier. It's just gonna be really hard for them to do what they need to do for this, and a miracle needs to happen for Radiant to get on top of the lead again. They could possibly defend base with the Static Storm high ground and the Aghanims upgrade on top of that. It's possible, it's definitely doable. They're still in this game, but it's just so much harder now. Now they didn't really need to worry about this Anti-Mage who's just showing his true potential, turning around on him and fighting, and now looking to go for a kill on the Leon as well, but not enough.
Yeah, Death Prophet now, she's also got her own BKB. As well as Boots of Travel, she's moving really quickly here. Kept her phase boots for now. 522 move speed all the time. I mean, for Ricky, that's really bad. I mean, the Diffusal is 100% slow, I think.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But still, he's going to have to get out of that cloud pretty quickly.
Oh yeah.
It's Ricky just losing relevance pretty quickly now.
Absolutely, like we said, he can't keep up this. Oh, now they're going bottom lane. Hex, or in the Radiant jungle, I mean, Hex and the smoke screen being deployed. The Nitrogen picking up a kill instantly with the Exorcism. Just blows up the Lion.
As all towers say they must.
With them just dropping this quickly, it's, I don't know, it's just so hard for them. How are they going to take the fight? Now the Anti-Mage blinks in, looking for blood here, hungering for more kills. The Supernova popped and the Yules onto the Riki with the smoke screen on the ground. Exorcism still up, soon to end here. Now to show you, and the Urshi can force it back off. Are we going to see an assassination coming out here? It does, but gets cancelled by Homu.
Yeah, so that use of the BKB by anti-mage earlier, probably just preventing them from really going for that fight there.
Yeah.
As well as Death Prophet just running out now. Oh, but Hinata blinks in and gets
picking up a
sniper
kill on
ulted.
Hinata show you.
It's pretty unfortunate.
A bit of all chat banter to follow after that one.
Yeah, this ward on the high ground here, probably not used to wards, given that he's been playing in the house pretty
Radiant's
much
middle tower is
exclusively.
under attack.
Oh yeah.
That's not gonna hold.
Yeah, so that's just going to stop the push that was happening now, completely now. And they do still have the gem, right? Yeah. Got a few backup sentries on Earthquake in case Death Prophet does go down. Yeah, I'm not sure if you saw that, but in the last fight, Phoenix used his Ags to keep that disruptor from the anti-mage. One way you can use it.
Alright,
Yeah.
interesting move here. Now the anti-mage got a heart as well. I mean, good lord. This anti-mage. When does it stop? He's just so farmed.
I mean, with Sniper still just struggling to do any real damage. I mean, he's got a Maelstrom, but again,
Oh, he blinks in the radiant jungle, pops the Manta, start trying to burst down the Disruptor, but gets hexed up. Now Static Field, he pops the BKB, trying to go onto the Disruptor. Now Supernova used by the Phoenix, saves the Disruptor, but the Anthony just getting this line. But is this really worth it? I mean,
He does have an Aegis.
Just glimpse back, and the Aegis does go down, but are they going to be able to kill for a second time here? That would be very, very crucial, but
Radiant's bottom tower is
able to
under
get
attack.
away.
I feel sad for them.
Oh, now a
On the
swap
swap
onto
onto
the Phoenix, not able to stun him fast enough, but the silence can't cancel the
What the
flyback.
fuck?
He couldn't cancel it. Couldn't cancel it with the silence there, my goodness. Oh.
The stun just chasing him around his full rotation.
Oh, now mid lane exit are being used and the blacking bar from the Death Prophet. Static Storm or Static Field used earlier. Now the background is up in the air looking for pickoffs here, but oh, he finds the opening almost. Now he's forced to out of there. Motion coming out onto the background. They pick him off with the Ricky Maru. Now popped his blacking bar and the smoke screen on the ground, but the Exorcism just doing too much damage. Beyond godlike now for Niner. Going for the top lane here. Lion getting caught out here by a stun. One more auto attack will do it. Earthshaker gets blown up by the finger. And again, Dari just mowing down the Radiant opposition here, going for the top tower. Now the tier 3, I mean, they've already picked up the racks in middle lane. This is looking to be very, very grim for the Radiant team here. Yeah, Anti-Mage is going for more kills. I mean, this is...
Yeah, that was a buyback from Disruptor. That's a dieback for him. And looks like Death Prophet's going to go down. He's going to lose the gem. Anti-Mage
She
needs to
does
pick
go
up.
down, and the gem is on the deck, but picked up by the Anti-Mage, gets hexed up and is going to fall here. Now that the Death Prophet coming in, this is just, they're just playing around the Dire team. They know they have such an advantage. It's going to be really hard to throw this at this point. Death Prophet buying back though.
Yeah, they did recover the gem there. I'm not sure if you mentioned that. With Death Prophet running away with it in the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 barracks down. Well, actually, oh no, the mini barracks did survive there.
Yes, it did remain alive on the top lane, but I mean, you have an anti-mage that's farmed, and now you've lost the lane of racks. My goodness. Well, what are they to do here? The Radiant team is just so far behind on the items as well. They're gonna need a miracle to happen. I mean, they still have the Axe, Static Storm, but at this point, it's just not enough.
You just haven't really seen the impact of that at all, really. Because the BKBs are being used fairly early in the teamfight before that can really take any effect.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Yeah,
under
the
attack.
Dire team really needs to fuck up here in order for them to throw the game. They need to fuck up big time.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Been sniping out,
Radiant's bottom tower has
falling
fallen.
further and further behind this anti-mage. 14,000 gold behind them.
Yep, once they get that death ball rolling with the anti-mage just cruising around the entire map, there's not much that they can do. Now the Earthshaker's picked up an Invis room, looking in the Radiant jungle for a pick-off, but not going to find one.
Yeah, so they're pushing in this mid lane again. Probably waiting for anti-mage to pull up to them. And go for that top Rax while it's still at half health. But I mean, there's not really too much pressure on them to go right now. They might want to wait for the next Roshan, which is going to spawn pretty quickly. I think that's like 20 seconds. I can't actually read that clock at all, I'm just completely guessing.
Yeah, Dire just having this lead, they know exactly what kind of position they're in, and they know they don't need to rush things. I mean, the Radiant teams being the Rax, top Rax is just exposed. There's no pressure for them. They can wait for the next Roche if they want, or perhaps find an opening with the Batrider to lasso one of them, and that's gonna be it. If one of them fall right now, YLM, one of the heroes fall from the lasso, it just lamps to the starter for the anti-mage. They need everything to make this team fight work here.
Yeah. They do have this ward in their base for Dire, but it's about to expire, unfortunately. They were looking to get that Batrider pick off. Yeah, just all of YLM just behind their towers now. Say towers, there aren't any.
Now just slow sieging the top lane Rax here with the anti-mage Manta style being used. It's what can they do here? They can just stand and watch it slowly die, the Radiant team here. They don't have, even with the Lion Blink, I mean, at this point, they can't utilize that to its full extent. Now Shrapnel being used in a smart location to disable the Batrider's Blink here. Exorcism being popped by the Death Prophet. Thunder Strike coming out onto the anti-mage, but the lasso, what happened onto the Phoenix?
Lasso was cancelled by Phoenix Egg.
Oh. They do manage to pick off the Vengeful Spirit, gets the debuff onto them, but the Rax are just gone. Exorcism still active from the Dire team here, the Death Prophet just doing so much, zoning them. Now the Static Storm and the Static Storm being used. Now the BKB popped by the anti-mage, looking for a kill. The Mana Void almost kills all three of them, the Fisher to follow, and two people are down. The Echo Slap as well onto the Rikimaru. Anti-mage going for the Rax, Rikimaru popped the Black Bar. Anti-mage not joining the fray here, but the Ricky's just gonna get away, and now the Phoenix trying to kill off the Urshifu. Puts the urn onto him, gets the kill, now being silenced up by the Death Prophet. Anti-mage still going for the Rax here. Eyes on the prize, baby. Just wants to get the Rax and secure their victory for the team. Then GG now being called from the Radiant team, my goodness.
By the gods,
Boy, just sloppy play after sloppy play from this game was, yeah, the Dire team just took full advantage of that, and they take the game.
Yeah, so Meem5 will take the first game in this best of 3. So be sure to tune in for the second match coming up soon.